And welcome back to another episode of Scrolling Out Loud. On today's topic, we're getting into some pranks. We all love a good prank every now and again, a little jump scare out of the bathroom into the hallway to scare your significant other. Telling them it's Coke when it's actually Dr. Pepper, you know, the good things.
Okay, those are little pranks that I can get behind, but some of these, I'm like, that's not a prank. Because prank is only funny if
everybody laughs.
all parties are laughing.
Yeah.
Some of them are just cruel, and we're going to find them today. I know it.
Yeah, because my definition of a prank is just something that's like a little bit of a slight inconvenience.
Yeah, like switching the sugar and the salt, or I don't know. What's another one? Like having somebody watch a video and then it's like a jump scare thing.
Yeah,
I think that's
like something
okay.
that a little bit, yeah. But like people like put like sugar in someone's gas tank and it completely ruins their car.
Right.
Oh, it's just a prank, dude. Or not able to have a kid, and then your significant other is like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm pregnant, and then the other person gets excited, and then like that's just like emotional torture at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, we picked out some good stories.
Also, spicy ones.
Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and we will just jump right on into it. And as always, my name's David.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get comfy. All right. So my first one, this one, I go back and forth. Yes and no. Okay. We'll get into it. Am I the asshole for playing a harmless prank on my wife?
Depends on what you define as harmless.
Right. When they say harmless, I'm like, is it though? Okay. Hello, Reddit. So we just got home from the hospital. Me, 26 male, and my wife, 28 female, just welcomed our son into the world yesterday at 10:10. Cute. Now, a bit about me. I love playing pranks on people. Things like replacing salt with sugar or hiding random whoopee cushions around the house. And yes, sometimes I forget where they are and sit on them myself. Those are
harmless. Yes.
Those are pranks. Anyway, after my wife gave birth, she asked me to go fill out the paperwork.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
To which I said yes. As I was filling out the birth certificate, I got an idea. I asked the lady behind the counter if I could get a second birth certificate, and she said yes for $10. So I gave her the money and got a second birth certificate. I'm assuming like the paperwork for it, not the actual birth certificate. And in the place of the name we had chosen, I wrote down Potato Salad Samson. After I filled out the actual birth certificate and the rest of the paperwork, I went back into the hospital room and made a bit of a show, saying that I thought of a much better name for our son and presented her with the second certificate. The second she looked at it, she was freaking out and started scolding me, saying, why couldn't you just be serious just about this one time? And what makes you think that this would be funny? So it makes me sound like he's always joking.
Like,
she's like, this is where I needed you to be serious.
That's exactly what it's sounding like.
Right. And I tried to explain that it was a joke and I had already done everything correctly, but she kicked me out of the hospital room. So that now we're back home, I'm wondering if I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I thought it was funny at the time, and I had already turned in the paperwork with our son's actual name on it, so no harm was done, right? So Reddit, am I the asshole?
From the sounds of it, it sounds like she's been asking you to chill out with the pranks.
Yeah.
And then, like in this one moment, she was kind of hoping you would step up and not do anything silly.
Right.
Yes, in hindsight, like if it wasn't a continuous thing that you were doing a bunch of pranks, and this was just like a slip of the, like, hey, I did this. No, not actually kind of a thing. But it's the fact that you are continuously doing it and it sounds like she's sick and tired of it. Yes, that makes you the asshole. If it was like a once in a while thing, then I can see it being a little funny, ha-ha thing. But,
well, you also have to think of all the hormones and emotions. And she just had the baby.
Well,
they're still in the hospital.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it was like a every once in a while thing, like she knows that you sometimes kind of pulled pranks. So she's like, okay, he does this silly little thing, but not to the point of she did say that she asked him to stop, didn't she?
Yeah, that's top comment. In quotes, I just wanted you to not do something like this today, at least.
Yeah,
that says a lot.
It's something that he does all the time.
You are the asshole. Yeah, it sounded like this was the one time she needed him to like step up and put his big boy pants on and do something right. And yeah.
Yeah, in that sense, it does make you an asshole. To me, yes, it is a silly prank, but I also don't pull a bunch of pranks on you.
Right.
So
Well, when it's been 700 years, but when we had the baby, both of them, I know we had to, it was not the same day. And I understand why, because you're all looped up and you don't want to do it. But the next day they brought it to the room. They had a lady there help us or be there. And then it had to be okayed by both parent.
yeah.
So like if I wanted to name it, you know, Tucker Jr. and you're like, who the fuck's Tucker? You know what I mean? Like that way I couldn't be like, oh, I wanted to name it after my dad. And you're like, absolutely not. Like you had to say okay too.
Yeah. And I know some places where it's like you have to go to like whatever their like
administrator or whatever
it is to fill out paperwork.
That's what it sounds like this is.
Kind of a thing. Because I've heard stories of like they have to go somewhere else to fill out the paperwork for it. It's not done in the room like we did for both kids.
Right.
Yeah, I would say asshole on that one. Not, I mean,
it's a time and a place thing. I think it would be different if, you know, like they were at a doctor's appointment, you know, when they're 5 and they wrote down like, I don't know, if they asked what the occupation was and you're like monster trucks, like that would be funny, but like stop, you know, you're being a dork. But
yeah, it's a time and a place. And like you said, they've just had the baby. So she's emotions and all of the things are going on. And she wants you to be serious and be with her and be serious. And you're choosing to be a child. I
mean, I love that he didn't overdo the prank, like actually send it in.
Like, oh, I can pay you $50 and
because you can change it within, I think, like 3 weeks.
You can change the name whenever you want.
Well, I know, but I think within like 3 weeks you can amend it or something. I don't know, something. But yeah, that's at least he didn't do that. I'm trying to be like the
I've
nice
heard
person.
Stories where like they actually go through and they actually ends up being that name.
Well, there's some names out here that I'm like, you really named your child that? I'm so sorry.
No, it's not.
We should do a whole name. I've seen a lot of them on here with the children.
Yep. Asshole for sure on that one. Your wife needed you to step up and you decided to not listen to her.
Right.
All right. My first one is also having to do with birth registration.
Cute.
It was posted to Am I the Devil?
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so it is my wife overreacting at the little prank I pulled on our second baby's birth registration form? My wife, 31 female and I, 36 male, recently had our second child. We've been married for 3 years, together for 7. She wanted the middle name to be Stefan after a family member I don't really like too much, and she knows this. I was placed in charge of filling out the birth registration form, so I decided as a little prank to fill in the middle name as Stroganoff.
Oh my God, are you kidding? That poor child.
When we received the birth certificate, to say she went off the rails would be an understatement.
So he waited till they got it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. He went full send.
Like I said, I've heard stories, and this is case in point.
10 toes down on that Stroganoff.
I doubled down and said, hey, at least I didn't put beef as the first name, which I realize now only poured more gas on the fire. I argued that it's not that serious, that a name change is only like $40 and I would take care of it. She took the kids to her sister's and refuses to speak to me and is telling her sister that she is thinking of separating. I know what I did was dumb, but is she overreacting? I want to try and rectify this and do what's best for our relationship.
Don't fuck around. You found out, buddy. So I feel like 98% of these, when they say, are they overreacting? No, they're not, because you're a dumbass.
Well, and my take also too with is about, I'd say 95% of Reddit stories. If you have to go to the internet to ask for another person's approval of what I did, is it wrong? Yeah. You're probably in the wrong.
I feel like it's very hard. I don't want to say hard, but it's not very common that you get a not the asshole. The only ones that you do are as if someone else is being so horrible. Like if she was on there writing that story, they'd be like, no, you're not the asshole. But him, yes, you're the asshole.
Yeah, it would have been her like posting into like, am I overreacting that my husband did this severely stupid thing? Like, I mean, it doesn't matter that you don't like the family member. That's her family member. It's just the middle name. It's not something that you have to say.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't leave you over this. I'd be like, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, but it's also in case of the other thing. Like, is this something that he
All the
continuously
time,
does
yeah.
or whatever? But I think it's the fact of that she knows that he doesn't like this family member.
Right.
What does it say?
Stefan.
No, I know the name. It just says family member. I don't know what kind of family member. I don't know if it was like a cousin or whatever.
Or a brother or uncle or.
But it doesn't matter the fact that you don't like this person because, like I said, it's the middle name. It's not something that you have to say to be reminded that it is whatever.
Yeah, but even if, well.
I'm just saying, like, it's not like it's the kid's first name.
Right, that you say every day, all the day long.
I don't like Stefan, so blah, whatever.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be like John. Every other person's name is John or David. Everybody's named David, I swear it. But I mean, I don't think she's overreacting. I do think that she'll come back from it, hopefully. But like you said, it might be one of those things that she's just over it. That was like the last straw.
Well, and that's kind of what this top comment says. It says, the last straw doesn't seem a big deal to him, but it is to her.
Right.
My sister left her first husband because he used her car and returned it on empty. It was a pattern of disrespect over the years. Leaving her car on empty on yet one more Monday when she had to work and take the kids to daycare was just too much.
Yeah.
He'll still whine and cry how he was a good husband, never hit her or the kids or cheated, and she just stole his kids and left.
Right.
That doesn't make you a good husband just because you don't hit your significant other.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it's.
I mean, that's a good thing to not do, but.
Like if this was like the very first thing that he had ever done, I mean, they've been together for 7 years, so they've had to have had some kind of a fight. But like if this was the first big thing that had happened, then yes, I could see her like leaving him over it being a little bit of an overreaction. But if it's a pattern of continuous things and this is just the last straw, then yes, I could see her being like, I'm done with this. I don't want to deal with you anymore. Bye.
Well, and then sometimes he says that it's only $40 for a name change. Yes, but there's so many things that could go wrong with that. Like it could be a whole long process. It could be. It doesn't have to be sometimes. It could not be, but what if that off chance that it is?
Well, but it's also it's a disrespect thing to her family member.
Right.
And you're disrespecting the child because
you're using them as the butt of a joke.
Like, even though you changed your name, that's still in record that is your birth name.
Yeah. Because it'll be on.
I don't know if that ever, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think that ever goes away. Well,
when you get a new birth certificate with a new name, I'm pretty sure it says like amended somewhere.
So, but yeah, so it's a bunch of being disrespected all in one go on that one.
Well, that poor baby is the butt of a joke, like.
Just because you don't like a family member.
Okay, so my next one is from Am I the Asshole? Am I an asshole? The asshole? Why do I keep saying Ann? Okay, am I the asshole for being mad at my mom over her prank? So this happened about 5 hours ago, and I need some outside perspectives. I, 14 female, oh, poor baby. Okay. Was at the mall earlier with my mom, who is in her 40s, and my little brother. We went to Forever 21 to get something for my sister. As we walked up to the cash register, there was a small white bag, and my mom showed it to me, and I said yes. Okay. She was thinking of getting it for me, and then in the end, she said she couldn't and asked if I had my money, so I said no. So we left without the bag. I'll admit I was upset and then realized it was stupid to be upset, and my mom just told me not to make a face. Okay, don't make that face. So I did and just forgot about it. Then we just left the mall. Now there's something important. I'm a fast walker, and a lot of people know this. So sometimes I walk way too far ahead and really don't hear what's behind me. So then I finally reached the car. She and my brother were not there. I was waiting for about 5 minutes, and it was cold since winter where I live is crazy. So I was scared and looked around until I saw them walking to me again, and I asked where they were, and my mom told me that they were hiding to teach me a lesson because of my attitude. She didn't have an attitude. Okay. I was pissed and kept telling her it wasn't funny and I was scared, and she just laughed at me, saying that I was being ridiculous. So I just turned my back on her and didn't speak to her for those 4 hours unless I had to. But I can't stop thinking maybe I was wrong for acting the way that I did. Am I the asshole? I think she's coming from a 14-year-old. She probably did have an attitude.
She was probably upset because she was thinking that her mom was going to get her a white bag that she wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So she got upset a little bit, as teenage girls or boys do.
Right.
And she probably had a face.
I mean.
And then she walks fast. Okay, whatever.
So she got to the car before they did, and they were hiding. That part is where I draw the line. I don't think that I would ever put the fear of being alone in over a bag, let alone. But just that, even if it was 4 seconds, like the fear of I'm alone, I couldn't do that to somebody.
Yeah, no, it'd be different if it was like, if I was out with my buddies and my buddy was super far ahead and then we just dipped out.
Yeah, but not a baby.
But kind of just
14,
stayed out of line of sight. But if they started just walking, then we're going to go and meet back up with them, kind of a thing, not let them go outside.
I know. Well, that's another thing. Being a 14-year-old female in a mall parking lot by yourself, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah,
no, that's not. Just to prove a point over an attitude.
Right.
No, that's not. I don't think that's cool at all. I would definitely not do that.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, top comment is not the asshole, but next time you're at the mall, do her the same favor. Turn off your phone and hide for an hour. Let's see how funny she thinks it is then. See, don't ever do that to me. You'll be on a leash and you'll be holding my hand for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel bad for her, and I do think that she needs, I don't know, maybe they both need some therapy. Because that's a little, I understand, be like, no, you threw an attitude, you're not getting the bag. Okay? But not leave her to her own devices. What if somebody snatched her up?
Yeah, I don't understand it, but that's just me. I wouldn't do something like that to our kids, but.
Well, I'd beat your ass.
Yeah. All right. My next one comes from AITAH. Am I the asshole for taking my brother-in-law to small claims court over a prank? I recently took my brother-in-law to small claims court over a prank he pulled on me, and now my wife and her family are furious. I need to know if I'm in the wrong here. A few months ago, we were at a family barbecue. I had a few too many beers and fell asleep in a hammock with my shirt off. My brother-in-law, who was completely sober, thought it would be hilarious to fill my belly button with super glue. At some point, I must have touched it because when I woke up, I had glue partially dried in my belly button and on my finger. We tried to remove it, but it was stuck. The glue had adhered to my skin, and when we attempted to peel it off, it caused some tearing around the edges. Unfortunately, my job's insurance has a $1,000 ER copay, but I had no choice. I had to go to the ER. They used a solvent and an ointment to remove the glue, and after everything, I was left with a medical bill of $2,253. I asked my brother-in-law to cover the cost since he caused the situation. He refused after trying to resolve it privately. I took him to small claims court, and I won. However, he still hasn't paid. This has caused a major rift in my family. My wife is upset, and her family thinks I overreacted. So, am I the asshole for taking him to court over this?
If you don't pay, they start garnishing wages and stuff, right?
I have no idea how small claims court stuff works like that. I just know that obviously it's on record that you have to pay, and I think that if you show proof that you haven't received the money in a certain amount of time, then yes, I would assume that they could start doing stuff like that.
Right.
But I'm not 100% sure. But yes, I think the brother-in-law should definitely have to pay for that.
Absolutely.
Like I said, a prank is something that causes minor inconvenience. It'd be different if it was, because it said he used
super glue.
super glue. It'd be different if it was like Elmer's glue, like little kids glue.
Well, I don't know. Just the whole time not the whole time, but I was trying to like think of what would be a better prank. I feel like if you took toilet paper and I'm assuming it's a man, right?
It doesn't say, but I'm
shirt
assuming.
Off. Okay. So say he's laying in the hammock, take the toilet paper and wrap it all the way around him, or something like that.
Or like the shaving cream and the feather thing.
Yeah.
Like there's different things you can do. Super glue, I like even
that can burn your skin.
Well, because I mean, obviously hot
glue is hot.
But like I have scars all over my hands from people doing stupid shit with hot glue guns.
I do feel like so if that was me and I had like a error in judgment where I was like, oh, this will be funny, and then you realize that it wasn't, then I would absolutely be like, yes, I will cover it. Like, I'm so sorry. I thought it was, and I would explain myself. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like,
but it's the fact that he doesn't think that he have to, that it was a prank. Right. So he feels that he is justified. But the fact that he had to go to the ER, he had to come up with money that he apparently doesn't have.
Right. I mean, who these days has $2,000 just sitting around?
And obviously a judge thinks that you are an idiot for doing, not OP, but the brother-in-law is an idiot for doing it because he won in small claims court.
Right.
So,
and then he probably had to pay to go to small claims court.
Let's see. And then there's an edit, more info, and an update.
Oh.
So the reason my wife was upset is because her brother was going through a divorce and between jobs. Everyone knew he did it. He even admitted it. He blames his ADHD. I don't want to garnish his pay. The reason I didn't try more to clean the glue off of me was because I have scars in my navel from gallbladder surgery about 3 years ago. My mother-in-law has offered to pay the bill, but she's on a fixed income, and I'd feel like an ass for taking her money. Of course, I'm the villain, and only my sister-in-law is on speaking terms with me. My wife is only barely on my side. It was her that took me to the ER, not thinking it would cost that much. I figure blood is thicker than water. I didn't expect this thread to blow up.
Wait, so the wife thinks that he's in the wrong because he's going through a divorce?
That she thinks that it was okay because that the brother-in-law was going through a divorce and between jobs and he has ADHD. That's not okay. ADHD doesn't make you put super glue in someone's belly button.
Doesn't make you be stupid. Maybe she's like one of those people that like wants to keep the peace. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't understand where. Again, I think it's also this whole fucking notion of what pranks are anymore. Mm-hmm. Like the YouTube ones where like dudes would like dress up as zombies and go to random neighborhoods. That's a good way to get shot. Like you will get shot for doing that, or let alone get your ass beat. Right. Or like the scary clowns, like in the parking garages. Like those are good ways to get beat. And that changed like, and then the jackass guys, the pranks that they did, but they all knew what they were getting into when they were doing this stuff.
When they all know, like as a group, this is what's going to happen.
Like it's like different. Like when we were in school, like you do like the nut tap thing, like like you didn't just do it just to a random person. Yeah. Like obviously you knew if you were doing it.
It's a tit for tat thing.
Yeah. And if someone said, please don't do that, we didn't do it.
Right.
But this, it's like he's using, like there's excuses of why he thinks that it's okay and he shouldn't have to pay. No, that's not a reason. Mm-mm. You're an asshole and you need to man up and pay for what you caused.
Right.
Because he had scar tissue there from the surgery. So that makes it even worse. Yeah. With tearing and bruising. So yeah, no, you need to step up. And I don't understand why the wife isn't on her husband's side. It doesn't matter.
I know. That is a little strange to me. Okay, so my next one is posted into Best of Redditor updates, but originally from Today I Fucked Up. TIFU. Today I fucked up by letting my friend who likes to prank people in my house, which resulted in him burning $8,000 worth of Pokemon cards.
You're fighting.
Yeah. So a little backstory. When I was in the 3rd grade, my grandpa died. This isn't too relevant, but 2 weeks later in school, I found the most destroyed Pokemon card on the road. Okay. It was a colorless Frou-Frou? Fro-Fro? Frou.
Fro.
Okay. My grandpa always had a white beard, and this reminded me of him. So in that moment on, I decided that I would collect Pokemon cards. So I'm assuming it's like an old.
Well, I'll find a pic. It's sounding like it's like one of the like newer ones.
Mm-hmm.
Anything past Generation 2, I don't really know.
Okay, will you put it on the screen
I'll
for us?
figure it out. Yeah.
All right. So 8 years. So for 8 years now, I've collected close to 15,000 Pokemon cards, which honestly isn't very hard, right? You have way more than that, probably.
Somewhere.
I know you guys might be like, huge waste of money and stuff, but it reminded me of my grandpa. I love collecting stuff. So for 8 years, Christmases, birthdays, Easters, every chance I got, I would ask or get Pokemon cards. It was my little mini obsession. I had even collected the original cards, very expensive. So like that's like the original.
The Fro-Fro isn't from the original.
Or whatever. Well, no, he's saying he even collected.
Depending on when this was posted, but yes, those original cards are very expensive.
Okay. Very expensive. This was my life and something I love doing. Okay, he has a collector. That's fine.
Yeah.
Here comes my friend. Let's call him Cole for safety reasons. A few friends watched the thread. Oh. I've been friends with Cole for a few years. 7th grade and he knew I loved Pokemon cards. Oh, I'm assuming since 7th grade?
Yeah.
Sometime during freshman year, before lockdown, he started a prank YouTube channel. Oh, gosh. Oh, so this guy's young.
Yeah.
Freshman year was lockdown.
Where this is going.
He got lots of views and subscribers. He would always do mini pranks. I wouldn't get too upset, but he took it too far this weekend. So Saturday, he was chilling at my house because I invited him over. Well, everything seemed normal, but he asked to go to the bathroom when we were watching a movie. I keep my Pokemon cards in my room, in my closet, for safety. He was gone for a while, but I didn't really suspect anything. Well, flash forward to Monday. So that was Saturday. Flash forward to Monday. I look at my closet and all of my Pokemon cards are gone. Aw. Quite literally all of them. How he snuck them all out is beyond me. That's what I was thinking. How, like, unless there's a back way.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. How he snuck them all out is beyond me. I wish I would have had cameras, so I texted him. Here's how it went. Me. Hey, Cole, do you know what happened to my Pokemon cards? Cole, maybe Charizard ate them. Okay. Me. Cole, I'm not messing around. Can you please give them back? They mean a lot to me, and you know that. He didn't really reply after that until I got a notification that he had posted on a YouTube. Oh, and it was of him and his friend taking my Pokemon cards. They snuck them out the back door. I took them out. Then they had 15,000 fake cards made with only the backs on them and the white fronts. Oh, like the Pokemon label thing. Yeah. Then they burned the rest. I understand what he meant by Charizard got them. Charizard is a dragon.
Yeah, the fire. Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe he's done this to me. He called me and said that he meant to burn the fake cards, but burnt the real ones on accident, which I don't think is true because the real ones were special tins. You can get the tins if you buy them from Walmart. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I'm completely broken. Those Pokemon cards were the second part of me. I sent him a huge message, and he replied that it was a prank and to relax.
Nope.
He destroyed $8,000 worth of cards. Honestly, probably more than that.
Probably more than that if he's been collecting that long.
Yeah. I'm just so broken, everyone. Oh, I'm just so broken, everyone. I blasted him on the social media, and a bunch of his friends got mad at him, and a few got mad at me, telling me to drop it.
I ain't dropping shit.
That's your property. Like,
that's theft. One, and with the amount of the property that he stole, that's a big, like, you could get in some serious fucking
isn't that
trouble
felony
for that.
worthy and
I'm
anything
pretty
over
sure.
2,000, something like that? Okay.
Like, you were not given permission to do that.
Right.
It'd be different if he said, hey, I want to do this prank with your
Can you, like,
Pokemon
be on
cards,
it? Yeah.
but I need to, like,
Make it look
have
real.
you be in on it, kind of a thing. That'd be different.
Right. All right. So people got mad at me and telling me that I needed to drop it. People were telling me to go to the authorities, but I'm not that type of person. Oh, I 100%. I would be that kind of person right now. He deleted his video, but I'm still broken inside. All I can think about is my bent frou-frou. Frou-frou? I cried so hard while writing this. Oh, this poor guy. He messaged me today and calling me the asshole for turning his friends against him in a huge paragraph about how it was a prank gone wrong and how I needed to grow up because we're about to graduate high school and how Pokemon cards are for little kids.
That don't mean a goddamn thing. It's not your property. Don't fucking touch it.
Right. But it doesn't matter if it's anything that somebody collects. That's their passion.
It'd be different. Like, if you say that he accidentally threw the real cards in, why are the real cards next to the fake ones that you put in the fire?
Right, but
that to me sounds like he did it on purpose.
Well, he did say that he didn't think that because they're all in tins, so he would have had to empty the tins out into the thing.
Yeah, no, that was not an accident, and they did that on purpose. I would be that kind of person, and I'm taking you to fucking court.
Well, and I know that, like, I'm not a Pokemon person, but I think I've picked up enough over the years. But, like, so in order to get a good card, it can't be bent, it can't be, like, destroyed.
Good is subjective. Like, if you're looking at it as like
graded or something,
getting value out of it, because the only value that is in a card is what somebody's willing to pay for it. But, like, I have cards that aren't in the best condition, but they're some of my favorite cards.
Right.
But then, like, would somebody pay a bunch of money for them? No. But that's mine. Like, he had that messed up card that he found on the side of the road that is priceless to him. And he did all of this because I found this one card, and the memory of finding this one card carried into a collection.
Right. It got him started.
Because you, like I said earlier, these prank YouTube channels go too far and cause some stupid shit to happen.
Okay, so there's a couple edits. A couple as in 6.
Jesus.
Okay, so edit 1. For everyone telling me to go to the authorities and sue, the best thing that could happen is him getting charged or me getting 8K back. This doesn't get my cards back, which that's very true. And I'm not hell bent on revenge. I'm just sad. For those asking what a frou-frou card is, here it is. And I tried to click on it, but it just goes to page not found.
I'll find it and put it in there while I'm editing it.
Yeah. Okay, so edit 2. After everyone's comments, I decided I'm going to go to the authorities. Good. With the evidence tomorrow. Well, he deleted the...
That don't matter.
They can find it, right?
It's never fully gone.
I'm not the guy to do this, but thank you guys for the strength. Oh, I'm never going to get my cards back, but I don't want him doing this to others. I will update you guys.
What will probably end up happening is he could be told to get rid of the YouTube channel.
If they can do that?
You can be told to do anything.
Would YouTube ban over something like that? I know Twitch is like super touchy.
It's all depends. I think it's a touchy subject where if it like involves other people that aren't consenting to it, then yes.
Well, and if there's like a legal matter behind it.
But if it's a matter of like,
would that be like a cease and assist kind of thing?
I don't know, but I just like you would get in trouble for that.
All right. So edit 3. This really blew up. Yeah, it did. I'm going to update you guys, I promise. For those asking or thinking he's lying about burning them, he wouldn't have deleted the YouTube video because he's obsessed with views. Okay. Edit 4. For everyone saying that I'm severely undervaluing them, I know. Oh, like the Pokemon
saying
card.
how much they are.
I'm just going off of what I personally put into them. Altogether, the value could be probably between $20K and $40K, especially with the older set.
Yeah, if you had like originals, right? And they had like ones that were like the holographic ones from the original set, because nowadays in Pokemon cards, you get, I think it's like you're guaranteed 3 holographic cards. But back in the day, you could open hundreds of packs and not get a single one.
Oh. So with him saying 8K, that means that that's only what he spent on Pokemon cards.
So it could be, like he said, 20 to hundreds.
I mean, honestly, for him to say, I only want 8K back, like, because he really could be like, no, they were worth this much. And honestly, there's no way to prove, no way to prove not.
You'd have to have proof of that you had this card that's worth this much, blah, blah, blah. But yeah.
Okay. Let's see where I was. I'm absolutely crushed and I'm crying writing this because it keeps setting in that they're gone. And I want to go to my closet and reorganize. I loved organizing them. And again, OCD, LOL, but I can't. Aw. I mean, there's times that you've gotten into like fidgeting and going through. And
I do it all the time. I reorganize and do all kinds of different stuff with my collection.
Edit 5, last edit for a few hours. I'm wondering if he's like,
probably.
Thank you so much, everyone. And I had no idea it would blow up like this. Your support means so much. I've collected a lot of the evidence and I have the video proof of them taking the cards from my house. Thank you, neighbors. Oh, so it's like actual proof.
So they probably got like ring doorbell camera stuff and that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plus his conversation and his messages. Good.
Yep.
I'll be going to the police tomorrow. For everyone wanting to send me Pokemon cards. Aw, that means so much. But sadly, I don't have a P.O. box. For those suggesting a GoFundMe, I don't know if I'd feel right about that. I don't think I'm getting my money back considering Cole is broke still. I love you all. Oh, that's so sweet. People want to send him cards.
I mean, yes, that is very nice, but it's not the matter of.
It's the principle of the whole thing.
It's like where it started and where it was to now. Like it started because it reminded him of his grandpa.
Right.
And to that point, and then who he called a friend ruined that. Well, so he could get bunches of it, but like that, and the way that I would take it is, this is just reminding me. Getting these cards would just remind me of the fact that my best friend did this very mean thing to me. Right. Not the fact of I started doing this because it reminded me of my grandpa. Like now it's like now it's a bad thing.
Like that, probably worth negative money. That card, that frou-frou, like he's probably that's what started it all. That was his sign saying that like his grandpa was, right after his grandpa died. Oh, I could never.
I would. You'd have to hold me back from fighting that person.
Right. Okay. So edit 6 details. Cole is broke. Getting my money back will be difficult. However, I'm likely going to press charges still and aim for court. Good. My parents are letting me deal with this because they are trying to see how grown I am and to see if I'm ready for adulthood. But I wonder. Well, okay, so he said freshman year was the year of the lockdown. So he would be graduated by now. Freshman, 2004, right?
2004.
2024? Because 2020 is when the lockdown was. Or was it 2019? I think it started 2019. Yeah. But the lockdown was 2020. So then he's an adult. All right, I'm getting stuck on the wrong thing here. How grown I am and if I'm ready for adulthood. My entire collection was worth well over $8,000, but I put $8,000 in it personally. Those asking for his account on YouTube, I don't want to expose him yet. I was wondering.
Yeah, but if he would have done that, he could have
defamation
countersued and that could have been he could have just lost his whole case there.
Right. Those telling me to go to the cops, I am tomorrow. I know I'm never getting my money back or my Pokemon cards. I'm crying again. Aw. writing this. Gosh, I'm tired of crying and my heart just hurts, but I want justice. That's sad. Okay, we got a lot of updates. Okay, do you want me just to read the final update?
Yeah.
Because a lot of these seem like back and forth. We'll link it if you guys want to read the updates. But final update is Cole gets what's coming to him, but after assaulting OP and testing us with a vague promise of a tell-all YouTube and finale, it says charcoal, but charcoal as in he's charbroiled. If I would have just kept reading side of the story, many thanks to, it's a link, because you'll need a bit of closure. Burn my Pokemon cards and assault me, get fined, a year probation, and pay me $6,000.
All right, my next one. Am I the asshole for pranking my struggling friend with a fake lottery ticket?
Yes.
Recently, one of my good friends, Mike, was having a birthday party, and when trying to figure out what to get him as a gift, I came across these fake lottery tickets that are supposed to all be winners. As soon as I saw them, I knew it would be an amazing prank to pull on him, and I can just give him $50 as the real gift. For some background, we prank each other all the time, usually small, harmless things, which pranks are supposed to be, but that's always been our relationship. So the party comes and everyone's having a great time and Mike's opening all the gifts. How old are these?
I know. I was
people?
literally thinking the same thing. Nobody
I've never
opens
been to an adult birthday party where people open, but to each their own, I guess.
It's even weird during like baby showers watching everybody open.
Yeah, I don't know. When it's my turn, I hand him the lottery ticket and make up some excuse of not knowing what to get him, so I got him this. So he scratches the ticket, and as soon as he sees it's a winner, he starts crying.
Aww.
Like intense crying. I haven't seen him cry this bad in a long time.
He
and
really
in
needed
between
that.
tears, he's thanking God and me, and at this point, we're all starting to get worried and ask what's going on. I should mention the fake winnings was $50,000.
Oh,
So not a small amount.
That's life-changing.
Mike starts telling us about how he recently lost his job, which we all knew, but what we didn't know is his savings were pretty much gone and he hasn't been able to make his house payments, so they were going to foreclose on him. And the winnings from the ticket would be almost enough to finish paying off his mortgage. Yeah. At this point, I realized the prank might have gone a bit too far, so I told him it was a fake lottery ticket and gave him the $50 as the real gift. He looked pretty upset after I said that, and he said a soft, "Oh, thank you," for the money and went into the other room. Everyone basically went off on me, telling me that it was a horrible prank to pull and that I should not have gotten his hopes up like that and to go and apologize to him. Well, when I went to go apologize, he blew up on me, telling me he's sick and tired of all these stupid childish games I play with him and that he doesn't want me around for a while. He said he's really not sure if he'll ever want to be around me again. I told him I feel like it's a bit of an overreaction to one bad prank, and I didn't know his situation when I did that. So while I do feel it may have went a little too far, it was a prank, and we always prank each other. It's not like I made his situation any worse, and he really should have had more savings than what he did. Plus, like I said, I didn't know his situation before getting the fake ticket, so it wasn't malicious. So, Reddit, am I the asshole?
I don't think he intended to be an asshole.
Yeah, but he knew, like he said that he knew that he had lost his job, and that obviously that he didn't know that they didn't know that was that bad, but still.
I feel like it's in bad taste.
It'd be different if it was like when I first read this, I thought like, yes, you're definitely the asshole for how much the fake ticket with things are winning when you buy them.
I know, 50,000. It would I do think that it would be different if it was like a scratch off that you won $50.
That'd be completely different. That's what I thought when I read it. Like it would have made the situation better. Because
like, oh, it's funny, but here is $50. You can't give him 50,000.
Because that's, like you said, life-changing money.
Right, and he honestly,
especially for someone that is in real need of it.
I know. He's probably just like fake it till you make it, like putting on a fake face and like, oh, these people wanted to throw me a birthday party, so I'm gonna, act like it's fun, but this might be my last party in this house. Like, if you're losing your house, that's a scary thing. Like, I don't know. I just,
But again, when it goes back to it, like we said in the very beginning, pranks are meant to be slight inconveniences. This is like, again, life changing amounts of money for someone who just lost their job.
Right. I think if it wasn't, like I said, if it was $50, a scratch off.
No, sorry, it's a prank. Here's
that would have
$50.
been okay.
It's like, oh man, you got me. But to me, and then he also says he's tired of these stupid childish games. He says that they prank each other, but with them saying that, it makes me think that
he's over
it's one-sided.
But he's also very like emotionally drained. Probably he lost his job. He's losing his house. Like emotions are very high. And I bet that. And then it also just realized like he had the high of, I'm going to make it work. It's going to work. I needed this. Thank God, but then you take that away. Like that's a lot of emotion roller coaster. So I know that the blow up probably wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't so much money, if it wasn't his birthday, if it was just a random birthday and he was fine and he had savings. The fact that he said he should have had more savings.
That's what I was
going to
say next. Like, you can't ever prepare for something like that.
No, and you can't dictate how much savings we all want $1 million in savings. That would be wonderful and nice. Yes, please. But it's not feasible.
So first comment says, you're the asshole, obviously. Very few pranks are actually funny, and most are just people being absolute assholes. Congrats on clearly being in the majority.
Right. I don't know. When I think of a prank, I think I go back to like 5th grade where I'm like, oh, you want to stick a gum and you hit and it like shocks you or like snaps back at you. Like you pull the gum or like putting the wrap, the plastic wrap. So when you walk through a door, you hit it, like little things.
Yeah. Like,
or jumping out and scaring somebody.
Yeah. I just don't, I wouldn't.
It's sad. I think it would have been different had the circumstances been different.
Yeah, like if he hadn't lost his job and it was just like a funny thing, then okay, yes, I can see it.
I could see him going into it with a better headspace, like, oh, this is going to be funny, not thinking the whole picture.
Yeah, but with stuff like that, with $50,000, that's like something that you have to take into account.
I don't even know why they make them.
I don't know.
I feel like I would cry too. And then I'd cry again because it wasn't real. I mean, my toxic trait is I go and buy one lottery Powerball ticket and I'm like, oh, I might win. I could win. It could be me. And then I'm like, oh, it has to be somebody. And then I gaslight myself and then I got like one of the numbers. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Love that for me. Or that one time that I had like 3 of the same numbers, but they were all one number off. Instead of like 16, I got 15 and then 14, I got 13. And it was like almost all of them. I was like, dang it.
Yeah, I don't know, but you're the asshole for sure.
100%.
Be a better friend, or you probably lost your friend, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, so my next one, I'm not going to read the whole title because the title gives it away, and I want it to be like an oh shit moment. Okay.
Okay.
All right. This is from Am I the Asshole? Which I think, maybe not. Am I the devil worthy? We'll see. Am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend at the airport after he pranked the TSA?
Oh my God.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I, 20 female, really, really need some outside perspective on whether I was too harsh on my boyfriend, 29 male. So 20 female and 29 male. That was a big red flag for me. Because of a recent incident. My boyfriend loves practical jokes. And while some are genuinely funny, others can be a bit much. For example, he once switched all of my skincare products with mayonnaise. And another time he filled my car with balloons, which is usually all in good fun, but sometimes it goes a bit far. Skincare is expensive. So you're going to switch expensive skincare for mayonnaise. I know I'm getting stuck on the wrong thing, but that right there, I'd be like, that's too much. Okay, we planned this amazing vacation to the Caribbean. Oof, that hurt my teeth. We planned this amazing vacation to the Caribbean, something I had been looking forward to for months. Everything was going smoothly until we got to the airport. Right before going through airport security, my boyfriend thought it would be hilarious to pull another prank. This time, he decided to stuff a dildo down his pants and make it look like he was unusually well endowed. As you can imagine, the security scanners picked up something odd, and he was pulled aside for a pat down. When the TSA agents asked him if he was carrying anything he shouldn't be, he yelled out very loudly, "I have a big piece and I'm gonna use it." You're gonna get shot, brother.
No.
In what I guess he thought was a funny tone, literally everybody turned and looked at us, and it was so awkward. A couple other TSA guys ran towards him, and he pulled out a dildo and proudly announced, "This is my big piece." So I'm assuming he's like, that's a good way to get on the no-fly list.
Mm-hmm.
Well, TSA didn't find it funny.
No, they won't. They never will.
Both of us were taken into the back room, interrogated for over an hour, which led us to missing our flight.
Mm-hmm.
The agents were not amused.
Nope.
And they gave us a stern lecture on security and appropriateness. Appropriateness. Okay. So I was upset and embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed by the whole ordeal that I decided I couldn't handle going on the vacation anymore. So I, instead of waiting for the next available flight, I just went home. My boyfriend was annoyed and said I was overreacting since it was just a joke and that we could just catch another flight. However, I felt like the prank crossed a line, especially considering the setting and the stress it caused. So, Reddit, am I the asshole for deciding to go home and missing out on our vacation that I have been looking so forward to because I couldn't deal with another potential joke or embarrassment? Please let me know what you think.
This is a common thing with all of these stories. It's the people that are doing these pranks don't know when to stop.
You don't fuck around in TSA.
No, you absolutely do not.
Like, I'm always scared. I'm like, do I take my shoes off now? Do I put them back on? Like, when do I put my, it's stressful for everyone, and everyone is just trying to get through as smoothly as possible.
Like it's like the DMV. It's like any setting like that. Like, it's people don't want to be there.
Mm-mm.
They're especially at TSA at airport with all of the bull crap that has happened at airports and airplanes and everything.
Everybody's so
Everyone's
high
on edge.
Yeah.
And like, you don't okay, I get, like, it'd be different if you were out somewhere and someone noticed it and then you did it that way. That'd be kind of different, but obviously your girlfriend is sick of your freaking games.
When he's 29 years old, a 29-year-old man out here acting like this.
Even our kids know better than to mess around with something at the airport.
Right.
Like, that's just, it's
like, I'm surprised they didn't get off like on no fly list or like, no, sorry, you can't go anywhere today. Like, the fact that they would let them get on the next plane if they waited, but I don't blame her one bit. I'd be like, no, I'm done. Or I'd be like, I'm going on the Caribbean and you're not. Like,
the way that he worded it, this is my piece. Like, they're not in on the joke with you.
Mm-mm.
When they see peace, they're thinking that as gun.
Like a
and that means that they have to hurry and get to the situation because they don't know what's going to freaking happen.
Well, it was in his pants,
it could be a freaking no Russian thing from Call of Duty and shit goes south.
Right. How embarrassing for her to be standing there. She didn't know either, clearly.
I would have left, if they lived together, I would have left, got my shit, and been out and went to my parents.
Yeah, it doesn't say if it's like in America or not, but a lot of people are saying in Australia, we'd call your boyfriend a fuckwit, and it's not a good thing, or a shit cunt. Okay. She did say this is why I love Aussies, but a lot of people are saying Australia, Your boyfriend sounds 16 years old, which, yeah, the fact that he's 29, that hit me. TSA doesn't do jokes. They don't joke around.
With anything, period.
Yeah, like, you fucked around and you're lucky you didn't find out. He's insane. He's not funny. That's a red flag. The Mayo thing would have been too far, which that's what I said. I would have dumped him immediately. I don't see any updates from her, but I really hope that it was a year ago, so hopefully she is done with him.
I've been done.
100%. That's not only is that inappropriate, it's scary.
Yeah, no, because now you're not even in on the joke.
Mm-mm.
So you're getting interrogated, not like I'm not part of this. I would have been like, I'm no part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously they're going to still bring you in for it because you're with this person.
Right.
But you do whatever the hell you want to this person. I want to get my stuff and leave.
Well, and on top of all of this all aside, they paid for a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee that they already paid for their hotel, their resort, wherever they're at. They paid for their flights to and from. They probably paid to get like their passports, and I'm trying to think of like all the things, but they probably paid for all that, and it's all gone now.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cheap. I mean, shit, a flight isn't cheap. Like, why would you fuck around?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's the common thing of these people don't know when to stop.
Yeah. Not the asshole. I would have left his ass too.
Yeah, I would have done dipped.
Right.
Okay, my next one comes from Best of Redditor Updates. Am I overreacting? Fiance told me he had a surprise for me and drove me to a house, said it was ours, let me believe it, and then said it was a prank.
Oh no. It's a scratch off all over again.
So this has a trigger warning for abuse.
Oh.
And then original post was December 7th, 2024. We were out looking at Christmas lights tonight when my fiance said he has a surprise for me. He usually isn't great with surprises, so I was intrigued. We drove a ways and pulled up to this house. Mind you, it's nighttime. It's a gorgeous house with a sign in the yard. He asked, "What do you think of this house?" I've been dying to move out of my cramped one-bedroom apartment, so I'd literally move into a medium-sized shack if I had the chance. I told him it was very pretty. He said, "What do you see in the yard?" And I told him I saw a for sale sign, and then he told me to look again and pulled back. The sign said under contract. It started to click in my head, and I had started to get really excited. He let me sit in my excitement for a while before I asked, "Is this our house?" He started laughing and said, "Nope," and drove away. Am I overreacting? I haven't stopped crying. That was one of the cruelest things I think I have ever had done to me by someone I love and trust.
Loved. You better push him out.
I don't think that you'd be overreacting at all. Like,
no.
That's like you would think that your significant other would know the situation that you're in, that you want. Obviously they do, because they tried to pull this prank on you.
Right.
Trying to like give you something that you really want and then to just completely take it away from you.
I mean, I would love to do that. Like, but at the same time, if you're with someone, like, I think that looking at houses, when we bought this house, like, I think looking at houses together, and then that's a big commitment and a big payment and like all the things. So like, I feel like you would both have to be on board with, like, I like this house. I don't like this neighborhood. I like this house, but this isn't right. Like all those things. So you would think, but at the same time, if you drove me up to a house and you're like, this is our house, I'd be like, cool. Cause I was ready to move too. So maybe she's so ready to move that like, that made it way worse.
Okay. So here are some of the comments. So says, not overreacting. If this was a one-off and it just really fell flat, then I think I could let it go. But if this is a pattern where he often pulls pranks that are cruel, not funny, then I couldn't be with someone like that. Then OP said, first cruel prank other than an occasional jump scare here and there, and we both try to spook each other. I can't even fathom how incredibly unkind it was.
Yeah, that's so sad.
And then someone said, how old are both of you? It's totally shitty at any age. She said 24 and 26, so still relatively young.
Yeah.
Could he even afford it? And she said he most definitely can't afford it.
Can? Well, maybe he was testing the waters. I want there to be a good update.
Well, it says, top comment, we do not marry people who are mean to us.
Right.
Please tell this person you were only kidding when you said yes to the proposal.
Oh, wait. She said a fiance?
Fiance.
Oh, I thought it was boyfriend.
Let's see. Then there's the update. See, I posted this back around Christmas time and you guys had a lot to say.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to come back and say that as of yesterday, the wedding is off.
Good.
He started to show some very negative tendencies that leaned towards abuse. Thank you guys for your support. This is not easy. And then another comment says, oh, geez. The political climate is bringing out the worst in people but on the bright side, we are seeing their true colors.
Right.
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but your respect and trust with him will never be fully restored, no matter how many apologies are made. Ditch the boy. Real men don't try to emotionally manipulate their partners. And then OP put underneath the screenshot, I said that I have officially ended the engagement. And yes, you're right. Unfortunately, what really started showing his true colors was a disagreement over politics. You lost me on that.
I know.
I could give two shits less about politics, but that's just me. I know a bunch of people that is what they base their relationships off of. Whatever you have, that's your prerogative. I want zero part of it. Mm-hmm. But if that's something that, from what it sounds like, that was turning him into a not so nice person, then yes, I would say get the hell out of there immediately.
I mean, I love that he showed his true colors before the wedding.
Yeah, and then it would have been a hell of a lot bigger process to get out of there once you were finally married.
Right.
Because divorce in general would be hard to do. But yeah, that, from what that is saying, that was the first of many not nice things that this person had done. That's
sad though, to get her hopes up like that.
Yeah, yep. Once stuff turns political, you just count me right out of it. A bunch of our friends and families are into it, and I just my eyes glaze over, and I'm like, I don't care.
Right. People start talking about it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go find the snack
so
table.
Many arguments and stuff built around it, and I'm just like, what are we having for dinner?
Right.
I don't care.
All right. So my last one, right? Last one. All right. Am I the asshole? Oh, it's from Am I the Asshole? That was it. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for calling the police on my coworker over a prank? Throwaway account, and sorry for formatting on mobile. So texting it.
Yeah.
I, 25 female, just started this new job as a front desk clerk at a hotel. I work overnight shifts. Ugh, that would suck. I usually have a coworker, 30s male, with me, but he never really spoke to me. I'm gonna start over. That threw me way off because they put an S in front of the male, so like 30s. All right, so my next one, last one, is from Am I the Asshole? It's, am I the asshole for calling the police on my coworker over a prank? Throwaway account. I, 25 female, just started this new job as a front desk clerk at a hotel. I work overnight shifts. I usually have a coworker, 30s male, with me, but he never really speaks to me. A few nights ago was my first night alone. At around 2 a.m., right there, you got me fucked up. Okay. I noticed a person in the parking lot. You can see the lot from the front desk. The lighting in the lot is terrible, so you don't really see faces until they get close to the lobby door. Just standing there, not moving for about 5 to 10 minutes.
That's like that killer.
That I would call the police right then.
Yeah.
Anyway, not just standing there. They moved, I guess, to call the front desk because he moved his hand to his ear and the phone rang. I picked it up, and on the other end, I heard 5 buried, none found. The fuck? Okay. In a low voice, and then they hung up. At this point, I was terrified, so I ran to the back room and called 911. Absolutely. I explained to the operator about what had happened and what had been going on, and they sent a couple cops to the hotel. When they arrived, one cop was talking to the person outside, and the other one was at the front desk talking to me and telling me that the person outside was claiming that he also worked here. I was confused, but also admitted I hadn't seen the person's face, just the silhouette. Okay. At this point, the other officer and the person from the lot came in, and it turned out to be my coworker, and he was upset, saying he would have never pranked me if he knew that I was going to call the police and try to get him arrested. I didn't go through with pressing charges, but I did tell my manager what happened the next morning. It's been a few days now, and I guess he told the other coworkers what happened, and now no one is really speaking to me. Oh, that's sad. And giving me a bit of an attitude. I feel like I took it a bit too far with calling the police. Am I the asshole?
You did not take it too far.
You did exactly what the fuck you were supposed to do.
You're all by yourself, and something scary is happening.
She's 25.
You don't know what the person's intentions out there are. You can't see them. You're not going to be an idiot and go out there and try to figure out what they're doing out there.
Right.
And then you get a phone call with something like that. You don't know if that person's going to come in and try to hurt you.
Yeah. Well, and then in a weird way, you are in charge of keeping the entire hotel guest list safe.
Yeah.
Like, you're the first action because they're probably all asleep at 2 a.m. All right. So top comment is not the asshole. Your your coworker was trying to scare you on purpose, and now he's angry with you because you did what any reasonable person would have done under those circumstances. Yeah. I would quit my job.
It doesn't make any sense why the other coworkers
are giving
like
her
that
attitude. I wonder if they all play pranks like this on each other. But
and let the person be in on it. But even still.
Right, but that's almost giving like the boy who cried wolf. You do it so many times and it's going to happen one day and you're going to be like, oh, it's George again. And then it turns out to be Jason going to cut your head off. Like,
yeah, no, they're not in the wrong for that. This person played, again, slight inconvenience. That's not an inconvenience. You're scaring the shit out of someone that doesn't know what's going on. They're not in on the joke that you might play with somebody else. Mm-hmm. This isn't, time and place.
5 buried and none found. What do you think you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
So apparently the comments got way too heated that they shut it down for multiple violent, where is it? It says violent rule violations. So people were probably like, oh, give me his name. I didn't read them all, but like, honestly, that's your job, is to report suspicious shit.
Yeah.
And then you're the first line of, lack of better words, defense, because you are supposed to protect the entire hotel from things.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't think they're the asshole. That's not a prank.
Yep, not the asshole.
Yeah, no.
3 years ago. Honestly, I think I would quit my job and I would never work overnights anywhere. And like that, even though it's a prank, I feel like that's so trauma. Like I would have so much trauma from that. You know what I mean? Like I would be.
It'd be different. It'd be different. Like if it was like if mine and yours favorite movie was Scream, and you were home and I called you and I'd be like, what's your favorite scary movie? Like they do in the movie.
You better fucking not.
I'm just saying, like if that's our favorite movie and like we're on that same common ground,
right,
that we understand what that is, I can see that where that is. But like you can't just do that to somebody, because she even says that coworker doesn't talk to her.
Well, she said I just started this new job.
Yeah,
and it was the first night that she was alone.
I would have quit. I would quit. I'm like, if that's how you guys operate,
I'm out. Like,
I'm
I'm
out.
not
I
this.
don't need this job
is
that
not
bad.
me. So the first night being alone, that probably means like she's been there, a week? Usually they like do a week of orientation and like getting you used to everything.
Or it could be that like it's the night as the slowest spot to put somebody.
I mean, that makes sense. It's also the scariest. Absolutely not.
All right. Last story.
Last one.
Coming from Today I Fucked Up. Today I fucked up and ruined my sister's marriage over a prank. Okay, so this actually happened last night, but it's been less than 24 hours, so I think it counts. Either way, I played a prank on my sister who is a new mom.
Nope.
My niece is 2 months old and I came by to help out around the house some. I ended up hanging out all day, and long after her husband came home from work, the baby was sleeping in a back room, so my sister asked me to check on her. After confirming that my niece was deeply asleep, I saw a nearby baby doll and got a wicked idea.
Oh, God.
I wrapped it up in blankets and took it back with me, rocking it the whole way. When I got back, my brother-in-law was walking across the room in my direction. My sister was sitting on the couch. We locked eyes and I said, "She's awake," and then dropped the doll.
Oh.
I was expecting my brother-in-law to look comical in a scramble to catch her, but nope. He instinctively shot out his foot like he was trying to catch a hacky sack and kicked the doll across the living room and into the windows that overlooked the backyard.
Into the window.
Freaking dude was
He
Pele.
yeeted it.
My sister screamed and rushed to the doll while I laughed hysterically, and my brother-in-law just stood there stunned. She cradled the doll, now realizing that it was just a joke, but she sobbed for a long time.
Absolutely.
She was so furious that she wouldn't speak to either of us. When she was able, she fled to the back room and spent the night coddling her daughter.
Yeah.
I spent the rest of my night consoling her husband, who was also thought it was pretty funny once the shock wore off. He was worried about my sister, but she wasn't letting either of us in, so there wasn't anything we could do about that. She did message me this morning saying that she is going to stay with our mom until she cools down, but that I am still not going to her house for any reason. So yeah, she's still pissed at me for doing the prank in the first place, and now she doesn't think my brother-in-law has it in him to be a good father. All right, TLDR. I pretended to drop my sister's baby. My brother-in-law booted the doll. I dropped by instinct. We both ruined my sister's trust in us.
Okay, so breaking it down. Honestly, I wonder if she saw that on TikTok, because we've all seen those videos where they're like, "Oh no, I tripped," and then like threw the baby over the balcony. You know,
That's a good damn way to give somebody a heart attack.
Literal. Okay, so the husband, I don't fault him as much, because there's been times you try to catch things. If it's lower than your hands, you try to like catch it. You know what I mean? Like, It took me a long time to learn, like at work, not to try to catch my things if they fall, which doesn't happen very often. Find some wood and knock on it. But I've seen way too many pictures of people that are like, their scissors fall and they try to catch them and it's like through their hand.
Yeah.
And then honestly, sometimes hitting it like a blade, you know, you drop your blade. If you hit it with your foot, it's going to do more damage. So I don't fault him as much, because it's an instinct, but so is diving for your baby. I think I would die. I don't know.
Well, but to try and do this prank on brand new parents.
I know. 2 months old. Mama can't move yet.
Well, and like with your first kid, you're like, anything and everything that goes on, you're like freaking out. Like, oh, the baby made a weird noise. Call the doctor. We need to.
Oh. We're falling.
Casper.
Oh, don't say that. Not in my house.
But yeah, any small move that the brand new baby makes, you're like, is this normal? Whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Wow.
And then your sister comes out and drops your baby, and then your husband freaking yeets it across the damn house.
Yeah, I think I would honestly, if I were her, it would, seeing it from afar, I wonder if she thinks that he's in on it too.
Well, and they even said
How
that
dramatic.
he thought it was funny.
Right. But how dramatic, like
think
taking it.
I think that like that's in its own thing, but I think like if he would have been upset with her too, that would have showed that the wife like that he wasn't in on it.
I'm on your side.
The fact that he thought it after it was over that it was funny, her being a new mom with all the hormones and everything still high, she's like, no, that's not okay at all.
I just don't know what would come over somebody to make that prank. I've seen, which sometimes I feel like these ones are funny. I've seen where like the dad's watching TV or something and mom will give the baby, but the baby be like a doll or something and like be like, will you hold him for a second and just watch and see how long he'll be like, oh, and then realize that it's like, fake.
That's a prank. That's something like,
yeah, that's cute. But I just those, and then where the mom like falls asleep and then the baby falls, like it's a doll, but then the dad's like, oh my God, what happened? Like
that's not that to me, that's not a prank.
No, that one, like, and then dropping the baby.
You're causing someone emotional distress.
Right. That's not okay. And I've also seen where the dads will take the baby out of the bassinet or the crib or whatever, and then put a fake baby in there and then like put a blanket over it, make it look like it's like smothered. And I'm like, absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. Because that emotion of, oh my God, my baby just died. Like that's something that's traumatic. You cannot get over that. So
and apparently from reading some of the comments, OP is 35 years old. So they more than know better.
Did it say how old the parents were?
No.
Okay. But yeah, that's not like, I was picturing like a 19-year-old sister and maybe with 24-year-old new parents. Not
fully like understanding the situation kind of a thing. But this person is 35 years old. They know what is right and wrong to not do.
I guarantee they saw it on TikTok or something.
I hated those videos of like the dads like accidentally throwing the kid over the railing.
Oh, I hate them.
Like, oh, you would be beaten half to death.
See, if you did that, I think I would go over the railing too. Then me and the doll would be dead because there's no way I'm not going to fly for my baby.
Even if that, like if I would have done something like that, you would have beat me into a damn coma.
I would have left. There's no way that I could have. Because if you think that toying with someone's emotions like that is funny, we're on two different wavelengths because that's not funny.
Yeah, no, because like the little like pranks that I do are like the what's on your shirt and boop you kind of a thing. And,
you got me good the other day too.
Like I don't even try to like jump scare you.
I'm jumpy. I'm a very jumpy person.
You do that to yourself, and I'm just standing there.
I mean, every once in a while, like if you're in the bathroom, I'll like
the Grinch videos when they walk in. And the girls walk in and scream, and he's like, I'm just standing here.
Oh, yeah.
I keep saying those because it's that time of year.
Yeah,
but
my guy.
Side tangent. Now there's a Spanish one. Like he's funny.
What is it? What is up, my guy? Is that what he says?
Yeah. What is up, my guy? But now there's like a Mexican whatever.
Yeah.
But he speaks Spanish, and he's hilarious.
Cute. Aw, I love the Grinch. I think I like people dressing up as Grinch the best, especially the ones that are a little mean, like just a little.
Yeah. Side tangent aside, yes, you're the asshole. You do not mess with brand new parents that way.
You don't mess with parents. Period. I don't care if I have 10 children.
Especially
don't fuck with my kids.
I don't know that there was like one like maybe the first one about switching the having the fake birth certificate I could see as a prank, but
well, yeah, because he didn't actually do it.
But like that was a case of you did so much that the person is tired of it. Like that was probably the only legitimate prank.
Yeah.
But everyone else is just like not understanding the
I feel
assignment.
like a good prank is the one that you had about the garlic. That was a good prank. The infinite garlic powder.
Yeah, that's like
that was a good one. That's something that I would happily. And then there's the ones
not an inconvenience.
Like,
it's something that everybody could laugh at.
Yeah, it's fun. It's lighthearted. But like the ones where have you seen them on TikTok where they have like a balloon of shaving cream and they shoot it and they're like pops on them? Like Those ones are cute, but they're both in on it, and they've showed videos of them both cleaning it up,
husband and wife. Yes,
yeah, and then like the popper things, the confetti,
yeah, that's
those are cute. I like those. Those aren't really pranks. They're like a tit for tat, I got you kind of thing.
When it's I can't freaking think of their names, but it's
he's a cop, isn't he?
No, I'm not talking about that one. It's the younger couple. I think they're I showed you them before, but he's like the wife will like sit and like on top of like a punching bag, and he comes in the room and she scares him and he like freaks out really bad. I've showed you the videos. I think they're freaking hilarious, and they have a new daughter, and she's just like, he's like watching TV or playing a video game or something, and he looks back and sees the daughter, and he's like, whoa.
That's a new daughter?
Yeah. Like she's like 2.
Oh, I was like, how do you get a new daughter that's old enough? Duh. Yeah, I know. 2 years old. Well, we will get a better background. I promise. It's a work in progress. We're in the garage, so it's cold.
Christmas shopping has
we're working on it.
Made the wallet a little tight, so we had to
do with what we had right kids, now. I tell ya.
Do with what we had right now for the decorations, but.
Well, and we took a week off. Yeah. We didn't do any last week because we, family, Thanksgiving, a million Thanksgivings.
Busy, yeah.
We're all fat and happy now, and then, we have life. Everybody has life, so we're back on it, though. It feels good to be back. I feel like it's been like a month since we've recorded, and it really hasn't, but it feels like it.
Just over a week, really.
I know, but sometimes a break is good,
Yeah, like always. Thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out, all the positive comments that we've been receiving on all the platforms. As usual, please like, comment, subscribe, follow on everything. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We have a Facebook as well, Spotify. Please go follow all those so you can stay up to date on what we have coming.
And just support. I mean, we like the support.
Tell your friends, share all the videos.
Tell your dog, your goldfish.
What was it?
Your goldfish?
Your pet rabbit.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we will see you on the next one.
Love you. Bye.